Hello and welcome back to Rugby Geeks. We are here at the end of the Six Nations. I say the end, there is one more game left to play, of course. Scotland, France, which we will be doing a watch along for on Friday night. Game kicks off at 8 o'clock. We go live at 7:45. Exciting news today, people. I was flicking through YouTube and World Rugby's The Wrap came up and we were in it. We'd been clipped from Saturday evening, France-Wales, screaming and hollering at the last-minute French try. So do get along, hit a like on there for me, that would be much appreciated. Yeah, right. Don't forget to hit a like on this video as well, by the way, and a sub down there somewhere in the nether regions of YouTube. Do be sure to do that. All the love's much appreciated, boys. All the love is much appreciated. Right then, so we are going to have a little look at our team of the tournament today, and we are going to kick things off with none other than this man, prop, Mr. Wyn Jones. Mr. Wyn Jones himself. Okay, he's had an absolute outstanding tournament, needless to say. So let's have a look at some of his stats for the game. He's played 341 minutes. He's carried for a whopping 174 metres across 39 carries. He has played the ball by hand 52 times and had just the one try this tournament, but not to be sniffed at, let's be sure of that. Fantastic player, been in form, arguably the number one, pardon the pun on his shirt number, but the number one selection for the loose head prop for the Lions must be Wyn Jones, based on the form that he has had in the Six Nations. A Lions tour that is going ahead, by the way, so great news on that. That dropped today. Super stuff. Right then, on to our next player. In at hooker, we have got Marchand, French, and to be perfectly honest with you, completely understand why he is there, because he has had a storming tournament, played for 260 minutes, carried for 123 metres over 20 carries, played the ball by hand 22 times without a try, but an absolute monster at 17 stone, easily the best hooker in Europe at the minute. Into tight head, and who can argue with this side-stepping machine? Tag Furlong has been, as always, unstoppable this Six Nations. He has played 217 minutes for 138 metres carried across 31 carries. He's made, by the way, and is that right? Yeah, he's made 24 tackles. Not bad. But definitely a player that is doing bits. Again, another shoe-in for the Lions. Warren Gatland, your choices have been made. Like, the two players so far have made it easy for you. Like, your front row is sorted. Everyone else is going to be in the midweek shags. Right then, I know he's not a prop, but I messed up the card. Tag Burn is in at second row. Fairly quiet tournament, but he's played for 376 minutes, scored 2 tries, made 215 metres across a massive 51 carries. Played the ball by hand 78 times and made 38 tackles, so not too shabby. Is he going to make the Lions squad? I think he'll make the squad. I don't think he'll make the Saturday team. I think he'll make the midweek shags, but on form. He's got to be there, surely. Right then, other second row. We have Johnny Gray, Exeter Chiefs and Scotland international. Only played... Oh, that's why. Numpty. Johnny Gray played 215 minutes, my apologies. Made 111 metres across 28 carries. Tackles made, he made 38 for no tries, but he did win 2 turnovers. Can't argue with that, can you? Very solid, steady performance in the second row from him. Another one to watch come Lions season. Right then, on to the back row in at number 6. We've got to have a bit more Welshie in there, haven't we? Tipperick is a player that just goes from strength to strength. Played 400 minutes this Six Nations for 112 metres of carry. So not a lot of carry time for a back row. Across 23 carries, and tackles made a whopping 86 tackles. This boy's got work rate. Again, Warren must be having one firm eye. He's got to be penciled in, surely. On the other side, we have Hamish Watson, back up north to the Jocks. We're going to see how they get on against France a little bit later on in the week. But, hey, this boy has had a flyer this tournament. 306 minutes played, 243 metres carried, over 50 carries, and made 42 tackles. Pretty good going, pretty solid stuff. And he scored a try as well. So, happy days. On to number 8. Can't ignore this monster of a man. He has torn it up this Six Nations, and that is Gregory Alderett. Played 289 minutes, carried for 266 metres across 52 carries, and made 54 tackles with just the 1 turnover. I feel like he's done more than that. I feel like he'd had some higher stats than that. But there we go. He makes it in at number 8. On to the scrum half. Nobody can argue with this. The in-form player in the world right now, Antoine Dupont. The guy is superhuman. He has played 292 minutes. He has made 214 metres across 35 carries. He has kicked for 1,069 metres. He's played the ball from hand 240 times and made 30 tackles. He's scored 3 tries, including that obscene parry against England. The scenes, boys. Anyway, Jelly Baby is in next at fly half. Matthew Jalibert played for 248 minutes. He has made 28 tackles, carried for 186 metres across 25 runs. Ball in hand, 80 times played, and he has kicked for 857 metres. So a little bit on the thin side. Are we seeing a change in the tide from the kicking game? Because Jelly Baby hasn't kicked that much. Let's be honest. And they are running away with things. Right then, so Jalibert, he's got a little bit to work on. Let's be honest with Jelly Baby. He's not as mature as Untimac. But boy oh boy, he has some moments of absolute magic. Give him 2 years and he'll be World Cup ready. That's my opinion. France to win the World Cup from here. I might have spoke too soon. But but I'm saying France to win the World Cup in their current form. In their current form. Right, blind side winger Watson. Probably a quieter Six Nations than we expected. But we were expecting him to get overshadowed by Johnny May, and he has not allowed that to happen. He's played 395 minutes for a whopping 4 tries. He's made 296 metres over 26 carries. That's huge. That's big bits. But he's kicked for 105 metres, and he's made just the 15 tackles. But he has been England's in-form try-scoring threat for the Six Nations. Right then, on to the centres, and we have HENSHAW. Let's bring him up. There we are. Robbie HENSHAW, super. Played for 378 minutes, made 318 metres. That's nearly a metre a minute. That's pretty spectacular. Over 65 carries. He is doing work rate. He has made 39 tackles and scored the 1 fabulous try. Outside of him, we've got Fiku. Who could leave Fiku out of this Six Nations squad? Another tremendous tournament. Played for 299 minutes. Scored the 1 try with an assist as well. Made 147 metres across 26 carries. And made 40 tackles of his own. So work rate. This boy has got it in spades. Right, on to the the open side winger. And when this boy opens up, so does the world of rugby. Reece Zammit reportedly was dating Paul Scholes' daughter. Fun fact. He has played for 400 minutes. He's scored 4 worldy tries. Arguably could have scored more. He's had 2 try assists. He has made a whopping 351 metres across 27 carries. He's made 28 tackles, but that's pretty decent. We'll take that from a winger. Finally, I bring you to the fullback. Scotland's Exeter chief. He is Stuart Hogg. I don't know how I forgot his name for a second then. Stuart Hogg, the Scotland captain, nicknamed by his brethren at Exeter as they've given him his Red Indian name, which is Hawkeye the New. And his stats are as follows. He has played for 320 minutes. He's scored 2 tries. He has assisted 2 tries. He's carried for 385 metres across 38 carries. That is insane. He's made 11 tackles. I'd like to see more from my fullback, but I suppose that's the sign of a fairly decent, sturdy defence if your fullback is not having to do all that much tackling work. He has kicked for 745 metres. Scotland desperately hoping to beat the French on Friday night and pick up 2nd place overall. Right, that concludes our team of the tournament. I hope you've enjoyed that. I certainly have. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. We are here for days. Do join us on a Friday night. We start our stream at 7:45 for Scotland and France, or France versus Scotland rather. After Wafflegate, the Prem players have been released. It's all good to go. And everybody's going to be having Dom Perignon afterwards. Scotland preparations well underway. They have been stockpiling Vaseline to lean forward with. Okay, so that's the end of me, and all that's left to say is like and subscribe, and face down, ass up. That's the way we like to row.